you.
Adults aren't the only ones facing challenges when it comes to losing and managing their weight. You'll recognize this guy's face because we hear and see him pretty much all the time. Jared Fogel's back with us. He's a spokesman for Subway, of course. And a little over 5 years ago, he made up his mind, set some goals that he would lose 245 pounds because he said most of the time he just felt pretty miserable. It's great to have you back with us today. It's always good to have you in this area. You're still the spokesperson for Subway. We're going to talk about some different aspects. They've added a couple of new things the past year. Also joining us, though, and we thank her for getting Jared back to the Albany area, is Pamela Green. She's Executive Director of Newspapers for Knowledge, which is underneath the umbrella of the Albany Herald, and it's great to have you on. Thank you. Caught you this morning. Are you a little sleepy? You did early morning TV
We've been going early, so it's good though.
And you've been going nonstop. You've been talking with a lot of children. Yeah. Maybe you had tried some diets. You were in college, what, 22 years old, very large.
425 pounds. In fact, I brought the old pants real quickly just to show everybody what I used to wear. This was the, the old pants.
Look how, what size?
60-inch waist, 60.
60.
And you know, trying diet after diet after diet and never having any success, and stumbling upon the whole Subway idea. I lived next door to a Subway when I was in college and went in and picked up a nutritional brochure, flipped through it, added up the fat and the calories, and said if I were to eat a 6-inch turkey for lunch, a foot-long veggie for dinner, keep off the mayonnaise, the cheese, and the oil, do the baked chips and diet soft drinks, maybe this could work. And sure enough, within a year's time, I dropped 245 pounds.
You added exercise?
I did.
You did. You added some other things.
I started walking between 20 and 30 minutes a day as well. And it just clicked. You know, I think I finally found the low-fat, low-calorie food that actually tasted good, and that was what was missing, I think, in other diets.
So you were 400-plus pounds at the age of 22. That had to affect not only your heart, but also, I would imagine, your blood pressure and some other problems.
Cholesterol, everything, and you know, luckily, none of it was irreversible. Luckily, so I could reverse everything, and very fortunate that I didn't let it get any worse than it did.
Yeah. Jared, did you tell many people about what you were doing, or did they just start to notice, you know what, he's losing weight here? What's he doing? Were they asking you what you were doing?
It was a great feeling to have people say, hey, have you lost a few pounds, or you know, whatever it may have been.
Just a few, 245.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, and it was just, people didn't even recognize me anymore. So that was just, it was a feeling, a very empowering feeling, you know, and just one that I was very, very proud of.
Jared, there are a lot of parents who have children who are, they're just overweight, overweight by many, many pounds, and the parents feel helpless because they know maybe their kids are having a hard time with it, trying to deal with it, and they're very frustrated.
They are.
What are you saying to kids? Because it's a major problem right now in this country with kids being obese.
I think especially here in the South as well. You know, kids are eating more and more food, more and more fried, fast food, and sitting more and more.
Southern food.
You know, well, it is. But you know, unfortunately, it adds a lot of calories, a lot of fat, and you know, it's becoming an epidemic. And you know, people are talking about it, but they really haven't presented any solutions. And I'm excited to, you know, go around the country and share my story, hopefully motivate the kids to say, hey, you can take control of your own life, even at a young age, because the decisions you're going to make now are truly going to affect you for a long time to come, so you better make good ones.
Pam, what are you, I guess, trying to do, because not just getting Jared here, but a big problem, one, to talk about and also to write about, to catch the attention, just not of the parents, but aren't you gearing a lot of what you have to say and write toward the kids themselves?
Yes. I'm working with several partners who are pediatricians in the area, and this is one of the American Academy of Pediatrics' top initiatives. You know, obesity is now the second leading cause of preventable death in the United States. And so watching my own brother suffer the complications of obesity and consequently diabetes, when he passed away in February, I knew some time ago that I wanted to address this issue, but now it's even more personal for me to target the schools, and that's why we've started with the fitness center being placed in one of the schools so far. You know, I'm working with the kids that way.
That's great. Jared, most of us too, we get the doctor's attention, you know, and people age 55, 60, when they start, they don't feel great, they're heavy, they get to, maybe they've even had a heart attack. That will get your attention quickly, and that's when they start making major changes. But if you can catch kids and their parents and the way they cook and how they eat at a young age, it's got to make a lot of difference.
Even the ones who are heavy now, I mean, when they're in middle school or elementary school, they have plenty of time to change, and they're at a point in their life where it's very easy to change if they want to. But you're right, you got to educate the parents, you got to make sure they're cooking the right food at home, but you got to educate the kids as well, and hopefully they can make better decisions.
Big Name has become a part of Subway, though, with another type of diet. You said you had tried a lot of different diets. The Atkins-Subway relationship there, how's that working out?
The new Atkins-friendly wraps, which are carb-conscious wraps for people who are, you know, who are counting carbs, and you know, I think it's great because there's so many ways to lose weight. Obviously, if carbs are an issue for you, it's great that now they do offer a couple wraps you can get that are low in carbs, and just to give people more options yet again.
Is it a daily not necessarily a daily battle, but a daily challenge for you. Is it a battle for you to keep that weight?
It's a challenge, you know, especially I'm on the road 200 days a year, you know, traveling from city to city to city, and you know, eating room service and eating on airplanes and everything else. But you know, it's a matter of just saying, hey, you got to do it in moderation. And it's not to say you can't eat the pizza occasionally, you just can't eat the entire pizza.
Yeah. What's your waist size now? You went from a 60?
About 34, 35 now.
Okay, still working out, exercising,
still trying to exercise, still trying to walk. Now it's through airport terminals and hotel lobbies, but just getting in when I can.
And where does he head this afternoon? To more schools?
Morningside Elementary at 1 o'clock, and then a meet and greet at the Subway on South Slappy from 2 to 3.
Great. We're going to let you get out of here. You have a lot to do this afternoon. It's always good to see you. Jared Fogle, spokesperson for Subway, and also Pamela Green is with the Albany Herald, Executive Director of Newspapers for Knowledge when it comes to child obesity, which is a big problem, and hopefully making that go away at some point. It's good to have you both here.
Thank you.
Have a good Wednesday. Carla, back to you.
All right. Thanks, Ruthie. Well, please stay with us for more of WALB.